Hey, it's me, the guy that doesn't know shit. So I just I'm reaching out to the Dodge community here because I need some advice from experienced, you know, people who are just experienced with this issue. My second gen, it's a VP44, 24 valve Cummins. It's a 2002. I'm having the notorious lockup issues and rough idle and rise and idle, spike and idle, all that stuff. I bought last year the Timbo app sensor, the fix all for most of our problems, but I didn't put it in last year. In a moment of frustration after going through about one or two other app manufacturers, those other two, they gave me dead pedal and they gave me worse issues than I was already previously having. And I went ahead and in a moment of frustration, just threw back in the one I was intending to take out, and I adjusted the throttle nut just a little bit. And all of a sudden, for a brief moment in time up until now, the issue was gone. But here I am trying to get some advice. I want to make sure I put this in correctly. I already understand that there are clear instructions for this product's installation. This badass little fix-all that I'm hoping it is. I already understand that there are clear and set instructions on its installation. But with that said, I need more input on what it is I'm possibly dealing with here. And I'm about to show you. Because it's a headache. So if we go out to the truck here, I'll tell you where I started, okay? The original one is still in here. The nut has not moved since I had made that adjustment. I had even marked it to make sure that vibrations, like they were doing over and over again, were rotating the nut out. So I had put a little bit of tape on there, marked it to make sure it wasn't doing that. That's where I started, and the issue went away. Now that it's back, I have cleaned up all of my connections, even did a little bit of new hardware. I'm not a fan of the butt connectors, but that's what I did to extend most of these cables that were having a lot of tension on them. And I'll tell you what I really want to do. I want to take the whole wiring harness out, clean it up, and make it real nice, hunt for any shorts, just do what I can to make sure that everything has a solid connection. But for now, between the heat grid, my lift pump, I just replaced all the hardware to make sure that everything had a good connection. But yeah, all new hardware. People said start small on most forums, clean your connections. More so, it'll resolve the issue between rough idle and so on. But come down to this. On this, I've done the WT ground mod. I wrapped the entire thing in tinfoil tape and I actually pulled it away from the alternator. I can also see that whoever owned the truck before me put in the AC noise diode. I'm gonna put this little thing in here. And get this. This is what confuses me and makes me a little sad, and I don't know if it could be contributing to my issue. But instead of possibly hunting for any short in here, and the harness itself, these guys, whoever owned the truck before me, decided to cut this orange black stripped wire instead of just simply tapping into it with the diode. And what they did is that they butt connected it and put in a whole new wire. Should I solder that back together? Should I undo what it is they did? Give me your advice. Maybe there's something more I can do. I really want to go through and really clean the entire harness. Make it solid, make it look solid, and not like this fucking rat's nest. Crazy thing is too, I say that, but none of this, installation itself was like this a month ago. I had left it parked next to a fence line and a larger piece of property to work on it, and something had decided to move in while I was away on vacation. And that makes me sad, so I got to do that too. But I really want to make this all nice, but we're starting with the bigger issue here. Whoever owned it also never put back on the cover, which is like $200+, and that also makes me a very sad boy. But this line that feeds into that cut connection was all the way around here, and actually is tapped into the pigtail of my sensor. And if you can identify that pin out as well as that one for me to better explain to me and educate me on what it is I'm looking at and what I'm dealing with, I would really appreciate it. They also have another tapped in line right here. If you can identify that one as well, I would really, really appreciate it. But this line also feeds all the way into my negative connection here on the battery. Are these steps, well, whoever owned the truck, the steps that they have taken, can I undo them? And can I improve on this? Is it worth doing? I love this truck, I do. I don't want to give it up. Help me keep it. Should I just try and put in and adjust the Timbo app sensor now, or should I wait until I kind of undo this huge fucking mess? Or what steps would you take before putting in a $160 sensor? That's all I want to know. Anyways, thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and hopefully it reaches somebody with some know-how and can help me fix this issue. You guys have a good day.